Namaste, everyone. My name is James. Welcome to your tight hips flow. If your hips feel stiff from sitting, lifting, training, or just daily life, this practice is designed to help you create more space, improve mobility, and reconnect with your body through intentional movement and breath. If you're anything like me, I train hard, I work hard, and my hips take a lot of damage. So today's flow will focus on opening the hip flexors, glutes, hamstring, and surrounding muscles while also building gentle stability and control. Remember, flexibility is not the goal. Awareness and consistency are what create lasting change. So I want you to move slowly, breathe deeply, and modify anything that doesn't feel supportive in your body today. Before we begin moving, let's take one full breath together, in through the nose and slowly out through the nose. Let's do one Om together. Deep inhale through the nose. Let the shoulders begin to soften. Today's intention is simple. With each breath, I create space. Let's take one more deep breath into the nose and sigh it out. Allow the vibration to settle through the body, and when you're ready, we're going to lay on our backs into a gentle flow. We're going to start in our Supta Konasana. Find your way into Supta Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Just really letting your knees fall gently to the earth. Starting with some gentle hip opening here. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Just arrive here on your mat. Start to bring some awareness to your breath. Deep inhales through the nose. Think about that Ujjayi breath. So ocean-like sound of the maybe take a moment to find some gratitude for someone in your life or for yourself for showing up today. And make sure when we're showing up for ourselves, we're doing so without judgment. So ahimsa is the act of nonviolence. So essentially showing love for yourself, respect for yourself. On the next breath, let's gather the knees into the chest. Big squeeze. And then start to rock forward and back from the tips of your toes to the base of the spine. Just some gentle rocks. Have a little fun with it. Just massaging out the spine. On the next rock, we'll cross over the ankles and come into our tabletop pose. Our wrists are under our shoulders. Our knees are under our hips. Just a gentle rock from side to side of the hips. Let's take it into our cats and cows. So feet press deeply into the mat, and then we'll drop the belly, look up, and then exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, look towards your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, and exhale, chin to chest. Take a few of these cats and cows. moving with your own breath at your own speed. Just starting to awaken the spine. On the next breath, we'll come back to our tabletop, neutral spine, and we'll go into some hip circles. So I like to take the right knee inside maybe a few inches, and then the left knee is going to come out wide, and we'll just start to move this knee into some circles one way, getting to the hips, and we'll take it the other way. Drop the left knee down, move that knee in slightly, right knee comes out wide, start to move this knee in some hip in some circles. And the other way. Amazing. Breathe both knees back to center into your neutral tabletop. We'll tuck the toes, hips high for our first down dog. Maybe we walk this down dog out, one foot, the other foot. Just walking in place. Hands are planted firmly into the mat, all 10 fingers. If you can't get your heels flat, it might just be that your distance, your stance is a little too far, so you can walk the feet in. I'm trying to get those heels down if it's comfortable for you. On the next inhale, we'll plant the right foot, middle of the mat, left leg's gonna fly for our three-legged dog. We're gonna bend the knee, open the hip. Take this knee into some circles, one way, then the other way. And then back to center. Left knee to your nose, core plank, rounded it in, and back up. Again, left knee to the nose, core plank, and back up. Notice when I'm coming into core plank, my shoulders are over my wrists. And step that left foot forward. We're going to drop the back knee down, and then lift on up to our low lunge. So right knee's down, right toes are tucked, left knee deep bend, and I'm just kind of slowly, long spine, core is engaged, and I'm thinking about sinking into my hips here. So deeper bend in that left knee. If arms above the head is not accessible, you can have hips. Amazing. We're going to take this into a lizard lunge. So the left foot comes out, hands come inside the left leg, the right knee can stay bent if that's accessible for you, or you can come on, straighten out that right leg, take a few hops in this lizard pose. This is active lizard. Just gentle hops forward and back. And then maybe we find our way into our full pose. So we find our way to our forearms. Right leg stays engaged. Try not to let the left knee bow out too much, so bring it in. Just breathe into this pose. This pose was always my nemesis. I felt it very difficult. But with time and patience and practice, every pose can come a little bit more accessible. If you're not to this point, you can always have this right knee down. You want to make sure that yoga is working for you. On the next breath out, push back up to our active lizard, hands to the ground, and then we'll go into our half split. So drop the back knee, straighten out this right foot, this right leg, or this left leg, and then we'll just kind of fold over towards the left knee, come into our half split. A few more breaths here. Feel that nice hamstring stretch. On the next exhale, let's come on back to our low lunge for a moment. And then we'll step this right foot up into our malasana, our yogi squat. So knees are out wide. You can use a block under your hips, under your butt here, if you need some support. But the elbows are kind of pushing into the knees. Hands are to heart center. Make sure we're lifting our chest up. Our spine is nice and straight. Two more breaths here. On the exhale, if you have that block, we can release it. Come on back to our hands. We'll step back to our plank. Right foot, left foot, back to our plank. Maybe take a chaturanga, elbows into the chest, slow lower. Untuck the toes, go into our down dog, up dog. So chest is up, shoulders roll away from the ears, toes are untucked. Look up. And then exhale back to our down dog. Okay, here we go. We'll take this left leg to the center of the mat, right leg high, three-legged dog. Let's bend this right knee, open the hip. Take this knee into some circle. The other way. Take this right knee to the nose, core plank, round it in. And exhale to lengthen back to our three-legged dog. Right knee to the nose. And up, back to our three-legged dog. One more, knee to the nose. Hold it for a moment. And step it through. Drop the back knee. Rise on up to our low lunge. Once again, hands can be at hips. Long spine here. Chest up. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Or arms can be up. Right knee's bent, left toes are tucked. Really sinking down deep into this hip. Knees should be a little bit over the right toes. Drishti is your focal point. So during yoga, when I'm practicing, and especially with balancing poses, but any pose you could utilize it. Drishti is your focal point. So you find a spot in front of you that's not moving. It'll help you to really focus and balance. It's an amazing tool in life and everything. A drishti focal point, always having a focal point in life. It could be the tip of your nose, maybe cross your eyes a bit, or just pick a spot in front of you. On the exhale, we'll come back to our lizard lunge. So hands will come inside the right leg. Left knee can stay bent, or we can straighten that left leg out for our active pose. Maybe some rocks, front and back. Working into that hip. And then we can find our forearms down for our full pose. This side's a little tighter for me. And that's the usual. Deepen your breaths here. Breathe into that tight right hip. Feel that left quadricep engaged. Three more breaths. Let's come on back to our hands, back to our active pose. Little rocks. Then we'll drop the back knee. Come into our half split on this side. So we're going to fold over this right leg. Breathing in to that tight right hamstring. Right foot is flexed as well. You can maybe take this foot side to side. Working in the hip here, flossing it out. And on the exhale, we'll come on forward to our low lunge. Hands frame the right foot. And then we'll step this left foot forward and go to our malasana. Knees out wide, toes out wide, sinking our hips down. Long spine here, shoulders roll away from the ears. Breathing into our yogi squat. Once again, you can have that under your butt for some support. You can adjust the height of it until you work down to this deep of a pose. Not accessible for all, that's fine. Use our props to help us get there over time. Hands in the heart center, feeling our heart beat all of our blood throughout our body. Beautiful, nourished. Our breath is in our control. And on the exhale, let's bring our hands down, step on back to our plank, right foot, left foot, and then we'll slow lower again to our chaturanga. So elbows into the end of the chest, slow lower. I untuck the toes, and I push into my arms for my up dog. Look up, and then exhale to my down dog. Alrighty, next we're going to come in to a half pigeon. So we'll take the right foot in the center, left leg flies, left knee to this left wrist, drop that leg down, right leg comes back, we'll sit up high. The leg is at about 45 degrees, could be a little bit more parallel to the front of the mat if that's accessible for you. It's not for me. Lift the chest up high, inhale. Sinking down deep in this hip in this active pigeon. Maybe have a block under your left hip for some support. And then we can begin to slowly lower to our forearms, surrendering here in our half pigeon. Taking a few deep breaths. I don't know about you, but my hips certainly needed this. Also, feel free to fully surrender to your forearms. Then up to our hands. Tuck the right toes. Fly our left leg back. Maybe move this knee out, hip out a little bit. Just working out the kinks. Maybe a little dog walk. And then we'll go to our right side. So left foot plants, right leg flies, three-legged dog, and then right knee into this right wrist. Legs at 45 degrees or more parallel to the front of the mat. We lift up high, sinking down deep into this right hip. We'd have a block here to support us if that's is necessary. Use your props. They will help strengthen your practice. Core is engaged here. I'm just slowly breathing into this right hip as I sink. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Try to release some tension in your jaw, your neck, your brows. And then we can begin to slowly descend over our right leg. And then just begin to breathe and surrender. Once again, we come on down to our forearms here. Let's inhale back to our hands. Tuck the left foot, left toes. Fly this right leg high, three-legged dog. Maybe we move that knee out, that hip out a little bit. Some circles. Maybe we take our legs for a walk. All right, then we're going to lift the heels, inhale, and exhale to lower them. One more inhale, lift in the heels, and exhale to lower them. This time we're going to lift the heels, hop, step, or walk to the top of the mat, and come on to our backs. So slow lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and all the way down. Okay, next we're going to take a supine figure 4. So we're going to take this left ankle over the right knee, grab on to the right kneecap with our hands. I cross the fingers and just bring the right knee in towards the chest, relaxing the spine down to the ground. Let's release that left leg out. Let's come into our happy baby. So grab onto the outside edges of both feet. Bend the knees. Bring them in towards the chest. Trying to get that sacrum down to the mat. We can just gentle movements here. Kicking one leg, then the other. Massaging out that sacrum. Amazing. Let's release the feet down. Go to the other side. Figure 4, supine. We'll take this right ankle over the left knee. Reach under our legs. Grab onto our left kneecap. Cross the fingers. Interlace them. And bring this left knee in towards the chest. I like to keep the left foot flexed and the right foot flexed. Just a few deep breaths here. Pulling that left knee in. Gently, of course. Remember, if you're feeling pain in any pose, you really should ease off and find a different variation. Or maybe just be a little bit more gentle with yourself overall. Maybe it doesn't have to be as extreme as a pull. Maybe it's just a gentle hold, resting the neck down. On the exhale, let's unwrap the legs, slowly lower them, tick-tock the knees. Coming back to our happy baby. So grabbing onto the outside edges of our feet. Hey, we kicking our hands, one foot then the other. Massaging out the low back. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest, big squeeze. And then release that right leg long. Keep the left knee into the chest, pull it towards the shoulder. And then exhale, we'll do a supine twist. So left knee over the chest, left arm out long, looking towards our left hand. Just a gentle hold on this left knee with our right hand. Nice little spinal twist here. On the next inhale, let's bring the knees back into the chest. Big squeeze. And then right knee stays in, left leg out long. Inhale, bring that knee in towards the shoulder. And then exhale, right knee over the body. Right arm out long. Spinal twist. Every exhale gives you an opportunity to get deeper into the twist. Both shoulders should be on the mat. Really relaxed here, looking towards our right hand. On the next inhale, let's bring the knees back into the chest one more time. Big squeeze. And exhale, side out. We'll do one retention breath before Shavasana. So inhale, we'll hold at the top. And exhale, release. Arms out wide, legs out wide. Coming into our final resting pose, our Shavasana. Take a few moments here just to be, finding one more chance to have a little gratitude. final resting pose. Just rest and receive. And I'll bring you back in a few breaths. Begin to return to your body. If you're not ready for movement, you can stay in this comfortable resting pose. You've earned it. If you are ready to move, start to bring some gentle movement back to your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists, maybe your head from side to side. I invite you to raise your arms up high like waking in the morning. Deep breath in. And exhale, knees into the chest. Let's roll over to our right side for our pose of rebirth. One last opportunity to just find some gratitude for yourself, for your practice. And on the next exhale, let's bring our way back up, pushing up to our comfortable seated position at the top of the mat. Hands into your chest, chin slightly bent, long spine, shoulders roll away from the ears. Let's take a deep breath into the nose, inhale, and sigh out. Delight and love in me, honors, respects, delight in each and every one of you. It's been such a pleasure to practice with you today. And with that, we'll bring our hands to forehead center and we'll bow together and say, Namaste. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope your hips are feeling great after this. Maybe incorporate it a few days a week if you are someone who suffers from tight hips. I'll see you next time on the mat. Have a great day.